What do you think are the biggest misconceptions about being a Gen Z entrepreneur?
Sometimes hard for them to believe in you kasi mas bata ka.
How do you start risking into a business knowing that you're just earning enough for your daily life?
I risked like 3/4 of my money of the business's money.
Did you ever consider quitting from entrepreneurship and thinking, okay, maybe I should try corporate? I don't know. Like, napag-isipan mo ba yun ever?
Never.
Hey guys, welcome to Mic Drop, a new series where we interview amazing individuals and their inspiring stories. My name is Bernos, and over here we have our very special guest, Miss CLEO Loque, the founder of HIRAYA Pilipina. Hello, CLEO!
Hi, Miss Ayin. Ate Ayin.
I know. My gosh. I can't believe we're sitting down here, two different generations na tayo.
Grabe
I feel
naman.
like same naman.
Same. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you so much for joining us today. I know you had to drive all the way to Mandaluyong, but we really want to know your story because this is one that I find it to be representative of your generation, how you guys are. Before anything else, a quick introduction of who you are, what you do for those who may not know you.
So, hi guys. My name is CLEO Loque. I'm 20 years old. I'm still a student. So, I'm taking up BS Entrepreneurship in Andreon Colleges. I'm on my third year. Malapit na akong graduate. Onting push na lang. And I'm the founder of HIRAYA Pilipina. So in HIRAYA Pilipina, we aim to provide innovative solutions to women's everyday struggles, which I know we'll be talking about later as well.
Yeah, I'm so excited because right now we understand HIRAYA Pilipina. If you guys check it out on TikTok, etc., you guys have your nipple pasties, you have your bamboo pads. What else is there?
Yeah, just our solution wear and period care line. We're focusing more on that.
I love that. But before that, when I met you, iba yung ginagawa mo. It was a completely different brand. Can you tell us how you started on this entrepreneurial journey?
Bata pa lang ako, mahilig na talaga akong magbenta ng parang may sari-sari store akong ginagawa when I was like 8, 9, 10 every summer. And medyo may pakulo pa ako, may pa-loyalty card pa ako. Ganon sa mga kapitbahay ko. And binibenta ko yung mga nasa ref. So I think...
Yung nasa ref? Alam mo na magulang mo.
Mga itlog namin doon.
Oh, wow!
So I think parang bata pa lang ako, gusto ko nang magbenta. At 15, when I started HIRAYA Pilipina, as you said, it was a whole complete different like products that we were selling. But I think the vision from the very start was there. From the brand name pa lang, it was very intentional. We are for women. We are by women, for women. And I think that has been clear from the very start. We were selling empowering statement t-shirts, such as, I turn pain into something beautiful. I will prove myself right. Actually, natambak lang naman yung stocks for a year. I loaned 20.
Talaga?
Yes, it wasn't like boom naman from the start. So yung 20,000 pesos ng magulang ko, it was a loan. Pero they know na parang may chance na hindi naman to mag-work out, I think. Like parang kasi for a year, natambak lang yung stocks.
Yeah.
But then during the pandemic, I really gave my focus, my all for HIRAYA Pilipina. So in the span of like 2019 to 2024, almost 5 years na si HIRAYA Pilipina, I feel like the brand's growth is a representation of my growth as well.
Yeah. And as somebody who's been watching you on social, grabe talaga yung growth mo. And to think, you're only 20. So medyo, mabilis yun. And you should really be proud of yourself. Going back to the loan, I'm so interested. Did you have to pitch to your parents na paano mo sila na-convince na pautangin ka ng 20,000 to start a business?
Actually, my parents, kakaiwan lang din kasi nila ng real estate job nila. They were real estate agents for more than 10 years. Insurance, real estate, ganyan. Iniwan nila yun for the entrepreneur life as well. Mga 3 years pa lang sila noon. So they were very like, kinikwentuhan nila ako ng buhay ng pagiging entrepreneur na hawak mo yung oras mo. Kasi nakita talaga nila yung difference compared to, when they have their like careers and jobs and when they're entrepreneurs now. Yun din yung kasagsagan na senior high school, you have to choose a track. College, then you have to choose a course. Sabi ko lang, parang gusto ko ng business. I want my own business. When that idea came to mind, parang just start small. It's just t-shirts shop. You started Morena the label
I started
as well.
the same way.
Yes, just printed it out. Just starting small talaga. When I pitched that to my parents, when I was 15, I think it's over a phone call. Mom, I'm so excited. I have this idea. Parang gusto ko siya. Just t-shirts lang. T-shirts lang. It's called HIRAYA Pilipina. They're really supportive, honestly. I'm not sure why. I feel like they just really believed in me from the very start.
I always tell this to people na the biggest privilege I have is my support system. As in, like, there's nothing like, pagka may sinabi kang idea mo, they're not gonna question, bakit yan ganyan? Walang ganon. You just, okay. Yeah, we see you. Ganon.
For sure. I feel the same way too.
Now, from t-shirts, you've really grown the company. So from t-shirts, were you alone doing that?
T-shirts to tote bags to abaka masks, like the whole merch
Yeah, during the
line.
pandemic, you had
Yes.
the abaka masks.
Yes. And the operations, like si Lolo yung nagtatahi ng mga etiketa. Tinutulungan ako ng family ko rin. And then I think yung starting members ko, I have 3 team members. Pero na yun, mga pandemic na yun, na parang tinutulungan ako mag-fulfill ng orders, customer service.
Tapos ngayon, ilan na kayo?
Including like all live sellers, content team, yung nasa 25. Most of them are Gen Z. And we're all female run.
Tapos, you are also in college. And you're in your 3rd year. I can imagine that might be a little difficult. How do you balance college life and entrepreneurship?
It's a good decision that I'm still taking college just because of the fact na I'm taking entrepreneurship. And whatever I learned from college, I am able to integrate in my business. So it's really a win-win.
Parang may thesis year-round.
Yes, that's true. I really like it.
Yeah.
It's beneficial for me. All the professors that I meet as well, they're all super helpful. Parang walang tapon. Walang tapon.
Wala talagang in fairness. Good job and the run.
Yeah.
So now that you've learned a lot, of course, since you started at 15 years old, thus now you're taking entrepreneurship, is there anything that ngayon mo lang natutunan na you wish you knew when you were starting out?
Building a team was one of the hardest things as well. I mean, a lot of people came and, went. I think when you were young, and you're already a leader, like you're building a team, you're inspiring a team at such a young age, sometimes hard for them to believe in you. Kasi mas bata ka. Like, I have more experience. I have more wisdom. Diba? Like, ganun naman sa culture natin. But then, I feel like naniwala talaga ako sa mga taong naniwala sa akin. Like, I was able to attract them. I think yun
That's
yung sinasabi ko sa kanila eh. As much as they're inspired by me, sila rin talaga yung inspirasyon ko. And I feel like that's one of my secrets to building HIRAYA Pilipina. Yung mga naniwala sa akin from the very start, sinasama ko talaga sila sa growth. Income-wise, growth-wise, like knowledge, like I push them to learning material sila ngayon. Halos lahat ng team members ko ngayon nagsimula as like my fulfillment, packing orders from the very start, paakyat.
Oh.
So, hindi siya yung parang, okay, I need a marketing or I need a customer relationship head. Kuha na lang ako. No, like from the fulfillment team. Tapos nakita ko kung saan yung strengths nila and I bring them.
That's so good. Paano mo na-identify who's gonna do what? Kasi that's a very difficult skill. I mean, I know it because I've also experienced that struggle na parang it's hard. How do you do that?
Kung saan mo ipipwesto yung tao, no? Kasi for me, I'm really involved with my team members, lalo na nung 5-10 pa lang kami. Lagi kaming nagmi-meeting and even our fulfillment team, kasama talaga sila even in product launches meeting. Like product ideation ko kasama sila. Yung mga marketing campaigns ko kasama sila. So, I give them the opportunity to speak up. Honestly, isa yun sa mga paraan ko kung paano malaman kung saan sila magaling. When they speak up, when they share their ideas, parang pwede siya sa marketing. Or kaya pag nagkaroon ng problem sa company na naubusan ng stocks pero marami pang umorder, kailangan tawagan yung mga customer. Sino yung tumatayo? Kasi I feel like nagsistand out yung strengths ng bawat tao. And as a leader, I feel like it's your responsibility to see that. Or if it's not responsibility, it's a skill that you have to hone in order to build a team that grows with you.
That's so true. And you're so strong. Like, I feel like this lesson is something that I learned in a course of maybe my entire 20s and you're just starting your 20s. It's crazy. But that's amazing. When you started HIRAYA Pilipina, it was a t-shirt merch brand. And then now, it's solutions for women. Ano yung pivotal moment that made you think, okay, wait, I think there must be something? Because I feel like with all businesses, it's like sometimes stagnant growth, right? It's pretty slow at the beginning, but then there's a point in your business journey where it snowballs. And when it snowballs, that's when, number one, there's no turning back. You have all the experience in the world, but also your ideas come to life. And I think this is something, I'm sure you've heard of this. This is something that I learned from Atomic Habits. It's when you do 1% better every day, 1%, 1%, 1%. And then one day it clicks, it snowballs. What was that pivot for you?
Diba, you know that I was launching different products. I was
Yes.
launching t-shirts, tote bags, abaka masks, hair removers, perfumes, and then nipple pasties.
Okay.
When we launched nipple pasties, that was it. Our revenue came from like this to this talaga. Honestly, it was luck. But then I feel like it's preparation meets opportunity
Yes,
as well.
absolutely.
Because nakakasana rin yung financials namin. I'm like continuing running the business. I have like small capital in hand. I saw the opportunity in solutionware and the nipple pasties, and I risked like 3/4 of my money that of the business's money that time.
How did you make that bet? What made you think na, did you do a test run? How did you decide na, okay, this is it, 3/4 of my savings?
Well, first off, I have no choice because there's a MOQ, like minimum order quantity. It's a huge risk. My parents are even parang hesitant about it. They were not as involved as they are right now. Kasi right now, sabi nila, gusto nilang tulungan din ako para mas palakihin pa. And I really appreciate their support. Pero nung una talaga, parang hinahayaan lang nila ako to make these decisions. And I was like, I have nothing to lose. Bro, I have nothing to lose. And number two, I believe in it so much. I feel like when I have an idea and I want to execute it, I just go all in, to be very honest.
Oh my
That's me. That's me.
But the thing is, to add to that, it's not just you are going all in. It's that you are going all in and you know you are the kind of person who will make it work.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know that from observation. Na parang I remember we were at an event and you were interviewing me to promote a different product. And it's like, if you are the kind of person who will make it work no matter what, kahit anong position ka ilagay, you'll make it work.
You believe in yourself eh. Hindi pala you believe in your idea. It's more of you believe in yourself.
Yes. Yeah, an idea can be really good, but if hindi mo pinaniniwalaan na ikaw yung tipo ng tao na magagawa yun, then how do you see it through? After you launched the nipple pasties, we moved on to bamboo pads ba? Was it immediately bamboo pads or what was it?
Not yet. I expanded the solutionware line. Solutionware meaning it's a new term eh. Kasi like
what is solutionware?
we've been wearing like bras for the longest time.
Yeah.
That's the norm. And I feel like in HIRAYA Pilipina, the reason why I also really love the nipple pasties as our main product right now and that whole solution line, like the boob tape, the bosom cake, safe tape, and everything in between, magkakapatid. It's because it's disruptive innovation. And I feel like that's the kind of product that I was looking for when I was starting out HIRAYA. But then hindi ko pa siya matagpuan, hindi ko pa siya nami-meet. So I started small. I started selling t-shirts. And when natagpuan ko na yung product na to, pinaglaban ko talaga siya.
One of the things that I noticed on your TikTok is that somebody is always live. And would you say that live streaming was a big part of that snowball?
Live selling just happened in TikTok shop.
Yeah, TikTok shop.
2022, like late of 2022. So we started on Instagram, started growing on Instagram, pushing our customers to order on Shopee and Lazada. So that's where we started. But then when TikTok shop came, and I saw the opportunity in it, noong una ako pa lang yung nagla-live eh. Diba? Pero ngayon, we're live almost 24/7. You're correct. It's really effective. 60% of our sales revenue comes from TikTok. Yes.
That's crazy because, okay, let me give you guys an idea. Before, there's Lazada, there's Shopee, and then dumating yung TikTok shop. When I was doing e-commerce on TikTok shop, it was like 10%. For it to be doing 60% of your revenue, that's insane. Crazy good, like how you did that. Because the thing is, these are not tools that's taught to you in school unless they're super innovative, super fast, na ang bilis nila mag-adjust, right? But these are things that are happening as we are breathing and living right now. Like ngayon siya nangyayari. So to be able to adapt to that so quick is really amazing. Now that you've lived through this and you're in the middle of it, what do you think are the biggest misconceptions about being a Gen Z entrepreneur? Or how is it like being in this space, largely dominated by people much, much older than you?
Madaling sumuko.
That's true. Oo nga, I hear that.
It's like short yung screen time namin. So, short din yung pasensya namin. Charot. Hindi short screen time. Short yung
Attention span.
Anyway, I feel like that's one big misconception because, well, I feel like I'm speaking for myself as a Gen Z business owner because one of my values is that I finish what I started. So that doesn't only apply to business. In gym, maybe like, it's a good practice, no? In gym na parang, kailangan kong tapusin what I started.
Yeah.
So, I think, kaya naman natin.
Gen Z? Seryoso ba kayo dyan? Thank you naman. So now, let's talk about money. This is something that I feel like a lot of people find intimidating. Me too. Honestly, like if you go into business, it feels like it's less stable because that's a misconception, I think, na it's less stable than a regular job or, a salaried position. Regarding that, is there anything na natutuhan mo about money now that you're managing a company instead of, working for someone else?
I feel like I'm just gonna share my system.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I love systems.
System with you guys. You need to have 4 bank accounts. I have 4 bank accounts. This is my system. First is your operating expenses. Operating expenses, this is the in and out of your business. Like, dito na pupunta lahat ng sales ni Shopee, Lazada, TikTok. Dito lumalabas lahat, inventory, pasahod, and everything. Operating expenses. The second one is your personal account. So, of course, dito, dapat you pay yourself first. I also have a fixed salary every month. Let's say, gusto kong bumili ng bag. Hindi ako kukuha from my operating expenses. Kukuha ko sa personal account ko. The third one is what I call the business profit account. There's a certain threshold for your operating expenses na it doesn't make sense anymore kapag sobrang laki niya na. Like, for example, like may 10 million operating expenses pero hindi naman yun yung kailangan mo na for your inventory, for your sales. Like, it's too much na. So, there's a certain threshold and then nilalagay ko siya sa business profit account. So, this business profit account, dito na yung parang pwedeng huge investment mo in the future or kaya safety net din ng business mo. For example, may kung ano mang mangyari sa business mo, at least you're safe. You have this certain amount in cash na alam mong safe ka na kahit mawala yung negosyo, 6 months, mabuhay. I mean, may nangyari man sa business, mapapasahod pa rin yung employees and everything. Like, you're safe. Business profit account. And then, syempre, it doesn't make sense anymore kapag sobrang laki naman na tong business profit account kasi there's a certain amount lang na kailangan ng business mo. So, this business profit account is 5 to 7x of your operating account. Kapag na-meet na yung threshold nun, for example, this is 1M. And then this is 5 to 6M na yung business profit account mo. Lahat ng sobra nun, ilalagay mo na sa investment holdings account. Now, this investment holdings account, this is the money that the business made for you. Sa'yo to. But then you can choose to like spend it on your pagpapagawa ng bahay mo or you can spend it on your family trip to Europe. But since it's called an investment holdings account, it's good to invest it. Invest it para yun yung passive income mo. And so those are my 4 accounts.
That's so good.
But this is not my own pala ha. This is from Business Made Simple, How to Grow Your Small Business by Donald Miller. Yeah,
that's so good because I think the problem with solo entrepreneurs is that they think the business's money is their money as well. You did it so well. I mean, that framework works so well. You have taken care of yung operating expenses, sweldo mo, future, and then the business itself is making money as its own entity. And that is so important. Great lesson. I love that. Let's talk about the traditional route. Did you ever consider, I don't know, maybe quitting from entrepreneurship and thinking, okay, maybe I should try corporate? I don't know. Like, napag-isipan mo ba yun ever?
Never.
Never. I don't think so.
Yeah, I feel like this is the dream. And as you said, being grateful to be in this space, to have the opportunity to become an entrepreneur and content creator. I really love it. I treasure it. So I feel like I've never thought about it, but I have to try it kasi may internship kami for school.
Oh. Ano gagawin mo?
I want to go to another country maybe to just experience for the experience. I feel like it's not for because I want to climb the corporate ladder anymore.
Okay. Enjoy, and then come back and run your business. Now, we asked some people over at Instagram to send in some of their questions and we have some for you. So, sasagutin natin yan ngayon. The first one is, what motivates you to continue kapag nafe-feel mo na your business is going nowhere?
I never felt that way with HIRAYA Pilipina just because I believe in it so much. Yes, there are times that it's so challenging to go from, kasi diba, like from level 1 to 100. Now, from 100 to 1M, from 1M to 10. Like, it's so hard to get to the next level. I have to accept na my systems, my mindset that I have when I went from 1 to 100 is not the same mindset, not the same system, minsan not the same people who will bring you from 100 to 1,000. But I believe in it. I'm not sure if it's related to the question, but I know it's going somewhere.
That's so good. And honestly, it's not something you can pay for. Follow-up question ko dun is, how do you cultivate that belief in yourself? Okay, let's imagine hindi ka pinanganak na ganon. What would you do then to cultivate that self-belief?
I think I shared this on my TikTok one time na in order to build your self-belief, self-esteem, it starts with your small wins. Like, you have to prove yourself na ginagawa mo yung sinabi mong gagawin mo.
Yes, it's so good. Same.
Because if sa ibang tao, how do you gain their trust ba? If you push through, follow through.
You do what you say you're gonna do.
Diba, that's how you earn other people's trust. And that's how you earn your own trust as well.
Ganda. That's so true. Like, for example, guys, let's contextualize this.
Yes.
Let's say I want to be a content creator. I say I'm going to be a content creator. What does it take to be a content creator? You post every day for the next 2 months. On TikTok, short form lang. Or you post on your stories. You do what you say you're going to do. You can trust the process if there's a process that you can trust. So gawin mo yun. Sometimes things you need to plan and then you follow through. There's another question here. It's, how do you start risking into a business knowing that you're just earning enough for your daily life? We were talking ni Cleo kanina about this, and I'm gonna take this question if that's okay.
Of course.
Because I feel like this one is more for somebody who has done a 9 to 5, who's had, responsibilities ganyan na outside of yourself. And it's a little more difficult to risk into your business. But I'm gonna tell you one story of someone I know, breadwinner, meron siyang 9 to 5 job, meron siyang mga anak, asawa, and siya yung main provider. Now, how she shifted from a 9 to 5 job to her business, kaka-quit niya lang actually, was to, number one, do it after. And I know not a lot of people have time, but she made it happen. I don't know how exactly, but sometimes you figure out ways. She started very small. At first, it was like small events here and there.
What field? What
sorry, it's a
business?
coffee shop.
Oh, coffee shop.
Coffee shop. And she does like catering. Every now and then, she'd do events, ganyan. And grabe yung sipag na you would see how after the 9 to 5, she continues the planning, the promoting. And again, starting small, growing it. I think a few years into the business, she was able to let go of her job. And it's not easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but it is possible. Parang iba-iba rin talagang entrepreneurial journey. It's not one kind of person who can do it, but there are many ways you can get into it. Okay, next and final question. For someone who has no experience, can you give us an idea what kind of business venture should one start if they have no experience?
If I'm not enrolled yet in my class right now with this professor, I'm going to say that you go for your passion. But then I learned from him. For him, passion is about ownership. He has a chair business, mga tissue, gana. And it's something, hindi man ako passionate about it nung bata pa ako. But when the opportunity came, when I risked my money into it, when I gave my all into this business as well, alam ko that I own it. Find something that you know you can own. It may be something that you love. It may be something that you're ready to fight for. It may be something that you just saw a problem and you want to solve.
That's so important. Actually, gusto ko rin i-share. I get DM sometimes like, what should I do? What should I, even like content-wise, not just entrepreneurship, like what should I talk about? What should I start? It needs to be something na you can sustain. You know, na parang, let's say, if it's a business, meron kang sinusolve. Hindi yung uso yung ganito, tas papasok ka doon. Or another example is, gusto mo mag-YouTube, pero hindi ka nanonood ng YouTube. Like, how do you know what you want? You need to understand what you're getting yourself into. And it seems basic, but we tend to skip that part sometimes. So it's a pretty good lesson na, again, took me so many years to learn.
I think siya lang makakasagot niya sa sarili niya.
Yes, ikaw talaga makakasagot nito na ano ba yung gusto mo? Kung wala kang experience, ano gusto mo ma-experience? What do you see yourself in the future doing? Now, just to wrap things up, I had so much fun with this discussion. Thank you so much. It's so nice to be learning from someone younger than me. Okay, one final word. If our audience can take away one thing from this discussion, what would you like that to be?
From what we talked about,
Yeah.
what would you want for them to take away?
Ako, my favorite part of this discussion was the importance of self-belief. I mean, I know, having lived through the realities of life, it's hard to be an idealist. It's hard to think na nothing can go wrong. But having that mindset really makes a big difference. Like, your chances of succeeding grow exponentially if naniniwala ka sa sarili mo. If alam mo na ikaw yung kind of person who can make it happen, if naniniwala ka sa sipag mo, sa tiyaga mo, sa kakayanan mo, ang laking difference niya. Yun yung favorite ko. Well, anyway, thank you so much, Cleo, for all the lessons from this conversation. I'm so happy to have witnessed you grow from the beginning, seeing you online on Instagram, and now look at where you are, traveling abroad, and really living the life I feel like we all envision for ourselves. If you have anything you wish to promote, you can do so now.
Hi guys! You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram at CLEO LOQUE. And you can also follow HIRAYA Pilipina on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And I hope you can order from us and let me know what you think about our products. I love hearing feedback kasi from people. Thank you so much, Ate Ayin, for having me.
Thank you also for being here.
Mm.
Bye, guys!